Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a review for Adguard Premium version 5.10. What we're going to do is go up to the little tray icon here and we're going to open Adguard. And as you can see, this is the Adguard Premium version 5.10. And I'm just going to go over a few things with you here of what the program is capable of doing and some of its features. As far as protection goes, we got protection enabled. We have ad blocker enabled, browser security enabled. I do have parental control disabled. I do not need that feature, but however, parents that want to use the parental control are certainly able to use that function. Now, with ad blocker enabled, when you click on this tab here, it shows over the last 3 days in my case, or statistics since September 12th, that it's processed 1.86 gigabytes of traffic, saved around 20.59 megabytes of traffic, and removed 3,618 ads from 3,509 web pages. You also have the option to disable the ad blocker if you wish. Now, clicking on the browser security tab, I have that enabled. It also shows statistics over the last 3 days, and it shows how many web pages were checked, how many objects were checked, and how many websites were blocked from dangerous requests. You can also disable the browsing security if you wish, and there's also the settings tab here. Now we'll move on to the ad blocker. The ad blocker module removes all ad banners and messages from web pages you visit. And Adguard features several ad filters that you can fine-tune to remove just the elements you do not want to see. For me, I have the Adguard filters. I have user filter checked, English filter checked, spywhale filter checked, and filter for useful ads checked. You also have the option to add a filter subscription here at the bottom. Now we'll move on to browser security. The browser security module protects you from malicious and phishing websites. Adguard uses several specialized filters at the same time. You can use the Adguard phishing filter, and it explains what phishing is. And you can use the Adguard malware filter, which also explains what malware is, and the filter contains links to pages that lead to the execution of malicious code. It can initiate leakage or loss of data or harm the device of a user. Now under parental control, you have the option to use parental control, and it provides an easy and convenient way to protect your kids when they're online. You can enable it for the computer users you want to be protected. There's also an option for statistics. You can look at your traffic, and you can see a graph here that shows the incoming and outgoing traffic here. You can select ad blocker, browsing security, and parental control. You also have the option to reset the statistics if you choose. Now you can select log, and you can look at your log. There's a base level and detail level. You can enable it or clear it. Now under settings, you can select under main settings, you can launch Adguard at system startup. I have that checked. You can disable that if you wish. Auto update I have checked. You can also disable that if you wish. Under filter settings, you can use Adguard Assistant, inform about website reputation, activate the most appropriate filters automatically, and show useful ads. I have all these checked. There's also a link here to find out which ads that Adguard considers useful. There's a button at the bottom to reset to default. Under ad blocker, there's more options and settings here. You can use English filters, spyware filters, and filter for useful ads. Under browser security, this module protects you from malicious and phishing websites. The module uses a combination of several filters containing lists of phishing or malicious websites. Under notifications, you can notify about blocked requests to malicious websites. You can also disable that. You can enable sound notifications, which you can also disable. You also have the option under Community to take a part in the development of a browsing security module. By setting this flag, you agree to submit anonymous security-related information to the Adguard server. Underneath here, you can click on the Adguard privacy policy. Under parental control, you can enable safe search. You can enable block executable files download. Sensitivity level you can have disabled. Early childhood, young, or teen. Under here, you can have whitelist and blacklist. At the bottom, you have the option to reset to default. The next section we're going to explore is extensions. Adguard can extend the website's functionality working as cross-browser user script manager. You can enable some of the pre-installed extensions or add any user script manually. Underneath here, it shows the Adguard Assistant and what you have enabled or disabled. You can also add extensions, check for updates, or reset to default. Now, I really like this setting here under browsers. Under browser settings, Adguard automatically filters traffic in the browsers on the list. If the browser you use is not on the list, you can add it manually by selecting its executable file on your hard drive. Already it has the most popular web browsers that most of us would be using, but of course you can also select a browser that may not be on the list and you can add it to this list. We got Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, Opera, Mastodon, and so on. Under network, you can use proxy settings, you can use no proxy, you can use the system-wide proxy settings, or you can enter a manual HTTP proxy configuration or hypertext transfer protocol proxy configuration. If your server requires authorization, please specify your login and password below. Under traffic filtering, you can automatically filter browser traffic or use Adguard as an HTTP proxy. You can check filter HTTPS protocol or use WFPT network driver. You can also select exclusions. Now, this is a quick overview of Adguard. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and understand the basic features and what Adguard is capable of doing. I recommend Adguard. It's a great program to prevent unnecessary ads or malicious ads, and it is something that I would definitely recommend for any user that surfs the web. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and that'll be all for now. And for more information, you can visit Adguard's website. Thank you very much.